So it was like a, you know, just a clean with a little bit of hair.
Oh, like just pushing the amp, just pushing the front end of the amp. I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those are the parts that started that track. And then I used an edgier, kind of brighter tone for my lead licks. And your sound sounded a little bit warmer and fuller. Before you even plugged it in, you were like, well, does it have bottom end like more than a tube screamer?
Well, in the 90s, I depended on the tube screamer a lot, and I always missed the bottom end that was kind of absent from it. This seems to have that. They were very diligent about keeping a full, robust bass.
It doesn't just look like a combination of the two pedals. It actually sounds kind of akin to a genre as well. It's like, so there's some of that going on as well as the tube screamer thing. So it's its own thing.
This pedal has a gain control that ranges from completely clean to heavy distortion. It has a single knob compressor, master level control, 3-band EQ, low, mid, high, with a presence control and a pre-gain tightness control. It also has an integrated noise gate, and it has a defeatable cabinet simulator. This pedal will store up to 6 presets that are accessible on the pedal itself. It has MIDI in and out. Through MIDI, you can access up to 24 presets. You can also have MIDI control change over all of the functions in the pedal.
This is our MTG Tube Distortion. This we did as a collaboration with our friend Bruce Egnator, who's completely awesome. This is neat because it's a new old stock US military tube in here, and it's running on high voltage. So it runs on 150 volts on the plate, just so that we all know what high voltage really means. So it's got a switching power supply, but it still runs on 9 volts from your pedal board. So it doesn't need an exotic pedal board power supply. It draws about 300 milliamps of current, so it'll use like a high current output from something, but otherwise totally normal. So this pedal gets anywhere from kind of, you know, bluesier, up into kind of, you know, kind of mid-gain rock. There's a switchable boost that can give you more drive as well as more output level. There's a 3-band tone stack, treble, middle, bass, and then there's a type control, which is a Bruce Egnator thing. And what that does is control how much low end happens in front of the overdrive. So it sort of adjusts, kind of, it can be thicker for some solo stuff, which is great, but sometimes it's a little too tubby for rhythm playing, so it makes it more articulate for rhythm. So it goes from a, here kind of thin out a little bit.
Well, in honor of the Dookie release from the band Green Day, the 25th anniversary celebration, we partnered up with Billy Joe Armstrong, and we said, hey, let's do something cool. And he goes, hey, I like what you guys did with the Van Halen amp. Can you put my 2 amps that I record the record with into one pedal? So Billy Joe was kind enough to drop off his 2 amps that he recorded the album with. One is named Pete, and one is named Meat. And they are both highly modified Marshall supa-leads. One has more of a cleaner overdrive sound with a mid bump, and the other one is more saturated distortion with a bit of a scoop. Here's what it sounds bypassed, Strat through a 112 Supro. Now I want to demonstrate what the cleaner overdrive sound sounds like. Now I want to show you what the saturated Meat side sounds like. now I'm going to blend the two, so you're going to hear the articulation of the cleaner side with the distortion and the support of the third order harmonics and all that gushy goodness from the meat side together.
So we know what this one's about. I don't know if I should, do I say what it's about or not? But I was playing with this one yesterday and it's pretty freaking good. It's got the, I guess what's the code word? It's got the Nashville sound.
Well, do you know what? I don't know a lot about what the ODS-1 is trying to be. So what?
So there's a pedal, a legendary pedal, the Noble's overdrive pedal. It's green. All the Nashville cats use this pedal, and you know, it's obviously tube screamery, but it's way more compressed than a tube screamer. But it has this sustain and this sweetness thing that a lot of guys, especially Nashville guys, go to, and this kind of does that, but adds that signature Vemuram clear top end, you know, and more dynamics. So.
I've used that note. We both use that Nobles a lot, haven't we? The Odo. And although it's obviously got that tube screamery thing, it's got the way more bass end than a tube screamer.
This thing has some good heft, and that's with the tone knob up. I figure if we turn it down, it'll be even thicker.